Hello there, my name is Yolanda de Prado. I run a beauty group on Facebook where we go over beauty tips and tricks, as well as how to use and what is the Seint 3D cream makeup. To get started, all you need to do is get color matched. And you can get color matched right from your own home by taking a Makeup Plus selfie. Stand in front of a window with good light and take a couple steps back. I don't want you to be in direct sunlight, and I don't want you to have shadows on your face. It's also preferred if we can see a little bit of neck and chest as well when you send that selfie. When I do color match you, I am going to make my full set of recommendations. I recommend not going smaller in the compacts than the compact 12. In the end, it is your personal preference and your budget that determines what it is that you're going to try. This design here is called the Key West. It's a compact 12, meaning it fits 12 rectangular tins like this, or twice the amount of these square eyeshadows. The compacts do go larger, and they do go smaller. They go as small as this compact 4, which would allow 4 different rectangular cream tins to be placed in here. Your main foundation, your contour, 1 lip and cheek, and 1 illuminator. It's really all you need to create a full look. Right now, for example, I'm using 3 foundation colors. A brighter one in the center that gives me a 3-dimensional look, 1 darker color for concealer, and 1 shade that is the actual color of my face and neck. Using those 3 together, I'm able to create a flawless finish with just 1 single layer of makeup on that feels like I'm wearing nothing. If you only use 1 color and you need a lot of help concealing what's going on under the makeup, such as maybe melasma, rosacea, acne, things like that, you might feel like you need to put more makeup on to get the coverage. That's not the case. So whatever your troubles are, let's chat about it and I can make some personal recommendations for you. When I make my recommendations, these are exactly that. They're just recommendations. You pick and choose what colors you want, how many you want, what the budget is. The good news is you can always add more because it's always free shipping. There's no minimum or maximum. There is a $3 Canadian shipping cost if you are in Canada, but in the US, it's currently free. What I'll recommend is 1 color for camouflage. This shade is much darker, usually 2 to 3 shades than your actual skin tone. In my case, I have mango, which is orange toned, so it's going to help me cover dark circles and very dark purpley hues that I have around my chin typically. I have a brightening shade that helps your center pop. They're all called highlights, but in traditional makeup speak, a highlight is something that brightens and brings out a feature, creating that chiseled 3-dimensional look. And then we have a bridge color, which in my case is June right now. That would be the 1 color that could go all over your face. If you don't want to try all 3 colors right now, go with the bridge color. I will mention in my color match email which color would be the 1 shade that you can't live without. In addition to the highlights, or what would replace your foundation and your concealer, I'm going to recommend a contour, I'm going to recommend a bronzer, and I'm going to recommend an illuminator. We have multiple shades in bronzer right now, but the cream bronzers are by far the easiest I have ever used. I used to use bronzer powders for my blush back in the day. Still to this day, I do not know how to use these things without getting a darker patch on my skin. But that being said, you can mix and match. You can use the creams to create a foundation and you can add a powdered blush on top. There are no rules in the makeup world. My only recommendation is less is more. So the thinner your layer, the better the makeup will feel. I keep all of my creams on one side, and then on the bottom, I've collected my powders, and in this case, lip and cheeks, because girls gotta have options. Our lip and cheeks are just that. They're lipsticks and blushes. You can also use them as eyeshadow. You can mix them together for a custom match. I like to have at least 3 different colors to choose from because you never know what the situation is or what the mood is. In this case, I have some of our newer ones. We have Pinky Promise, we have Candy, and we have La Cienega. On top, I have a collection of eyeshadows. I could recommend them to you, or you can choose them based on your own personal preference. Last but not least, in my case, I have the Vanilla Dust setting powder in there. When I apply powder, I set the oily zones of my face between the brows, around the nostrils, chin, and then under the eye area, because this is where I make a lot of expressions and I want my makeup to stay put. If your makeup were to crease during the day, because it's a cream, it's very easy to reset. Simply take a perfector sponge or a beauty blender and just dab it back into place. You can take your finger and gently do the same, or if you brought a brush, you can tap it into place as well. This is basically my recommendations for color matches. If you have any questions, you let me know.